Tonight, from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Drew Lock and the Seattle Seahawks.
On a gorgeous late summer afternoon, it's time for football from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all. And
we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Singletary to get the drop. And right away, he lost the football. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. They go right back to Singletary. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. This is Carson, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And now they'll throw with Allen. This pass is caught by London. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Carson going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now Allen. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A huge win defensively there on the sack, setting them back 12 yards. And now 3rd and goal.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. They will be led out by a 2nd-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The numbers for Jones last week, 18 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
On play action, Lock out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Holloway. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Lock now on 1st down. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Allen going to throw. Got a man, it's London. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Brooklyn?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. To the air, Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. And again, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He's got a man, complete. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. Justin Fields, 3 touchdown passes as his guys moved to 2-0 on the young season. And lastly, Monday Night Football has a good one lined up between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. In the game you're watching, it's been Drew Lock with a strong first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were winners last week in that game against Kansas City, and they are on top right now as well. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the 1st time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Block now to throw. Steps away. And that is incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Allen. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. K.J. Hamler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills have come back to make it a 2-point game. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go at their own 22. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 24, Locke. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Locke rolling to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holloway. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Drew Lock taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Again, it's Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Cody Barton there to bring him down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Over the middle, caught by London. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he'll just get rid of it.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. That's complete right around the 8. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Allen now looks to throw, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground, and 4th down now coming up. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Well, the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, One guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Lock. He finds his man, complete. It's Holloway. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go again to Jones. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. An inside give to Jones. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about it if you're confident in your kick.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.